And David Agondoa is a sign language interpreter. Pope Francis once threw former President Uhuru Kenyatta out of his office when he was head of state. This is among the revelations that came to light, albeit on a light note, during the Requiem Mass held in honor of the late Pope Francis to pray for the repose of his soul and give thanks for his life and service to the Church. NTV's Rose Wangoi reports on the recurring calls to emulate the Pope's humility and passion to defend the vulnerable.
Catholics across the world have been holding daily prayers following the death of Pope Francis on Easter Monday. Here in Kenya, Requiem Mass was held at the Holy Family Minor Basilica in honor of the late Pope who died of a cerebral stroke that led to heart failure.
Of the Holy Spirit, God.
The Mass was presided over by Archbishop Hubertus Ben Megan, the Apostolic Nuncio to Kenya and South Sudan, who was appointed by the late Pope. The Mass, marked by prayers, hymns and moments of reflection, mirrored similar services held around the world in the lead-up to the Pope's burial scheduled for Saturday at the Vatican. Among those who attended the service were former President Uhuru Kenyatta, Chief Justice Martha Koome and Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka, alongside religious leaders, diplomats and members of the public who were present to pay their last respects. In his homily, the nuncio described Pope Francis as a shepherd who carried the burdens of the world with humility and compassion, urging the faithful to carry forward the Pope's legacy of peace, justice, and care for the marginalized.
If we truly want to follow in his footsteps, then we should become his voice. As he had been the voice of others, now it's our turn to be his voice. He identified till the end with the voiceless, with those who are trampled upon, with those who apparently have no rights.
His enduring legacy is a clarion call for each one of us to uphold the values of mercy, justice, and peace in our daily lives.
Former President Uhuru Kenyatta recounted a humorous but touching encounter with Pope Francis, revealing that the late pontiff once threw him out of his office during a visit to Kenya.
Somebody had really requested that they would like a moment with His Holiness. I didn't know how to put this because... Anyway, I decided I was going to put the message across. He said, "Oh, no problem." So I invited the person over to my office. Before we moved out, sat, and, I went back to my seat. There was silence in the room, so nobody's talking. And His Holiness turned and looked at me and told me, "I thought you said he wanted to talk to me." So for the first time as president, another head of state threw me out of my own office, which I found to be quite incredible.
Kenyatta described the incident as proof of the Pope's humility, which he was well known for globally.
But this person who he chose to engage with, he followed up with them even after he left Kenya, communicating with the person, engaging with the person. What greater show of humility can you ask for a man than that?
The legacy that our Pope has left and the scenes that he planted, scenes of love, championing justice, seeking peace, traversing the entire globe to bring peace to the world. May that be a great legacy to us all.
The late Pope is set to be buried on Saturday at the Basilica of St. Mary Major. The Vatican expects world leaders, dignitaries and faithful from across the globe to attend the funeral, presided over by Cardinal Pietro Parolin. National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula will represent President William Ruto, who is on a state visit to China. Pope Francis died on Monday at the age of 88, a month after doctors discharged him from a 5-week hospital stay in Rome. Rozongwe, NTV.